Welcome back to the MOOC course titled Qualitative Research Methods. My name is Aradhana Malik and I'm an assistant professor in Vinod Gupta School of Management, the Indian Institute of Technology in Kharagpur, and I'm going to be helping you with this course. So we'll cover a whole bunch of things in this course. This is the first session that we are taking, so I'll just tell you what the course is all about, and I'll tell you what kinds of things we'll cover, what kinds of things we'll talk about, how the course will be structured, etc. So what will happen is that we'll discuss what qualitative research is. The course is going to talk about something that is not discussed very much in the Indian settings by the Indian academia. Now, qualitative research methods serve to explore the grey areas that remain outside the confines of quantitative predictive research in human behavior. Qualitative research is more exploratory, and training in qualitative research is absolutely essential to understand and explore the dynamic nature of the society in which we function. So, this course introduces you all, the students, the listeners, to qualitative research and helps you all understand how qualitative research supplements quantitative inquiry in human behavior and the social sciences, what qualitative research does that quantitative research cannot do, and that is what we will be talking about in this course. And what we will study is we are going to study various things. In the first week, we are going to talk about introduction to qualitative research. We'll discuss, this is the introductory lecture, so this is lecture 1, introduction. The qualitative researcher, we'll talk about what qualitative researchers do. We will also discuss the differences between qualitative and quantitative research. We'll talk about how qualitative research came to be where it is today, and we will talk about the process of qualitative research. What does it entail? What do you need to do as a qualitative researcher? What kinds of situations do you explore, etc. So all that will be covered in the first week. Then in the second week, second and third weeks, we will talk about major paradigms and perspectives. So we'll be talking about some dominant paradigms, we'll talk about interpretivism, constructivism, Feuerstachen, we'll talk about critical theory, we'll talk about the critiques of critical theory, etc. Now, the way this is going to be is we'll have one light week and one heavy week, and then one light week and one heavy week, and that is how I've structured this. Then in the fourth and fifth weeks, we will discuss strategies of inquiry. We'll talk about what qualitative inquiry is, we'll talk about qualitative research design, we'll discuss specific strategies, which is including ethnography, autoethnography, case studies, analyzing interpretive practice, grounded theory and participatory action research. For the most part, these are the things that we will talk about in the fourth and fifth weeks. In the sixth and seventh weeks, we will talk about the methods of collecting and analyzing empirical materials. So we will talk about observation. How do you conduct observation, interviewing, what are the aspects of interviewing, how does interviewing shape up, interpretation of documents and material culture, how do you interpret documents and physical things, material culture, material tangible aspects of reality. We'll talk about images and visual methods. We will also talk about autoethnography, personal narratives and reflexivity, which is reviewing what one has done. We'll also talk about how you analyze talk and text, and then we will start winding up the discussion on data management and analysis methods, and then we will also talk about how software plays a role in qualitative research, how you can use software for qualitative research. Then we will, in the last week of the course, we will talk about interpretation, evaluation and presentation. So we'll talk about the problem of criteria, we'll talk about interpretation, we'll talk about writing, we'll talk about evaluation and social programs, we'll talk about qualitative research and social policy, and then we will talk about we'll conclude the discussion by reviewing whatever we have done. Now we'll discuss how qualitative research is interpreted, we'll talk about how qualitative research is presented, what are the concerns, what are the opportunities afforded by this course, etc. So that will be done, that will be dealt with in week 8. Now what do we expect from students? We expect you to listen to the lectures very clearly. We expect you to contribute. We would encourage you to contribute on the forum that is meant for this purpose. Please think about whatever you have heard, post your questions, post your queries, talk about, discuss ideas that generate some interest, discuss ideas that stimulate your imagination, and then say, okay, why this? Can I know more about this? Can I know more about that, etc. Now, what this course is not about, this course is not prescriptive. This course will not give you step-by-step instructions on how to do things. That is not what this course is aimed at. This course is not a substitute for a standardized textbook on qualitative research methods. That is not something this course will do. This course is not a complete summary of the entire field of qualitative research. This course is not aiming to tell you everything there is to know about qualitative research. This course is only meant as an overview of the field of qualitative research. The idea here is to stimulate enough interest, is to stimulate enough curiosity in the minds of the students, in the minds of the listeners, so that they can take whatever is discussed here and go and explore some more. So if the number of questions on the forum will really help us understand how successful we have been as teachers, or as how successful I have been in stimulating your interest in this very, very, very interesting, very enriching field of qualitative research methods. And that is something that we will really look forward to. Please post your questions. I promise you, your questions will be answered within a reasonable amount of time to the best of our ability. The discussions will go on, and we'll have a very nice group that we will build up. Now, the bottom line here is that the stimulus will be provided to you, and we need you to get the ideas from here and explore as much as you like. Take the ideas from the discussions here, from the discussions in these videos, and talk to your friends, discuss amongst yourselves. If you end up being more confused at the end of a lecture than you were when you began, I will assume that I've done my job. I need you to open your minds to more ideas. Now, I'm not talking about real confusion. I'm not talking about you feeling lost, hanging in there thinking, okay, what did she talk about? No. But then I need you to be more and more curious. I shouldn't use the word confused. If you are more curious about the topic at the end of the lecture than you were when the lecture began, then I'm doing my job right. And that is really what I'm here to do in this class. Now, the assignments, and I'll post all of this information on the announcements portal also. The assignments will be given to you in multiple choice or very, very short answer format, and they will all be online assignments, and the format will be communicated to you as soon as the portal opens. The slides will be given to you after the assignments are closed. I am announcing this. The slides will be given to you after the assignments have been closed. So after we receive the assignments, we will give the slides to you and any additional material that we think you can use. We also welcome suggestions on material that you may have found useful that you would like to share with the rest of the group. Please submit the material. We'll go through it, and if we find it useful, we will very happily share it with the rest of the group. So that is what we are expecting from our students, to stay in touch, do stay connected, and tell us what you need. And then we will, we can have discussions on the forum. We can answer your queries. We welcome queries from you. So thank you very much for listening. That is all we will cover in this class. We'll get down to the hardcore nuts and bolts of qualitative research methods in the next class. Thank you very much for listening.